Hi, this is appchasers.com. Recently in the iTunes App Store, there have been quite a few email applications that try to help you with the problem of organizing your email inbox and being able to reply to emails or discard them in a timely fashion. Well, the latest contender of this group is called MailPilot 2. So in this video, we're going to take a look at MailPilot 2 and show you all the cool features. You can see I've got it open here in the iTunes App Store. So let's open up the app itself. And as you can see right in the beginning, it brings up our email inbox. And just like any inbox, you can scroll through and refresh the inbox so you can see all of your messages that are waiting for you. But what MailPilot 2 does is it approaches email as if they were tasks. So, for example, you need to complete them to get them out of the way. Now, what's neat as well is that MailPilot relies heavily on gestures and swipe action. So that means that you can control your inbox by swiping the emails around. I'll show you what I mean by that. So, for example, I have this first email here in my inbox, and I can't deal with it right now. Perhaps I don't have the proper information to respond, or I just don't have the time to respond right now. Well, I can set myself a reminder from 1 to 5 days from today to respond to this email. The way I do that is by simply swiping the email to the right. As I do that, it's now going to remind me in 4 days. Now, what if you just simply want to complete one of these emails? That is, you've responded to it, it's all done, and now you just want to move on and get it out of your inbox. Well, you can do that by swiping to the left, and there we have our complete action. So we'll do that. Now you might be wondering, what about deleting an email? You can swipe to the left to complete it, but what if you just want to get rid of the email altogether? Well, that's easy to do too with another type of gesture that MailPilot 2 incorporates. And this is just tapping and holding on an email and then flicking it to complete an action. I can set it aside, I can delete it, just like we were talking about, and I can mark it as completed or add it to a list. So to delete it, we'll simply throw it down, and now that email is deleted out of our inbox. We can also perform actions right within the email view. Here I've got an email up that I received, and as I'm reading it, I can do a few different things. I can move to the next email by sliding to the left from within that email view, or the previous email, can do that. Or in the upper right hand corner, I can move the email. By tapping that, I can set it as complete, set it aside to deal with later, remind myself, just like that swiping right action that we were doing in the inbox view, add it to a list, delete it, move it to a folder. So adding it to a list, let's do that. Let's create a new list, and we'll call this accounts. Create accounts and move it. So we'll say yes, we want to do that. Now this creates a list with that email inside of it, and we can add other emails to that list as well. Now MailPilot 2 was designed as a layered interface. That means that when we're in our inbox, we can slide it down to reveal different features. For example, here we can see our completed tasks. We can slide down again to our inbox, slide down, see what emails we've set aside for later viewing. Let's continue to slide down through our layers. We can go to sent messages, ones that we've deleted, and I like this. This is a cool place to put the search feature. Let's type in a search term, hit search, and now this brings up recent emails including that search, or older ones if we choose. So I think that's pretty cool to put the search interface right here on this first layer. Now within this view, we can also look at reminders that we have set up in a calendar fashion. Today we've got a reminder set up to go off tomorrow, a couple of them there, and we can see which ones are ready to go by looking at that calendar feature and tapping on the darkened days. Now I've slid back here. We can also look at that list that we created that was called accounts and see what emails are within that list. Let's go back to the inbox and compose a new message. We can do that right in the upper right hand corner. We can put in our recipients here, and we can add a subject just like is within any email application. But let's put in our subject here. We'll just call it Mail Pilot to Review. Now, as we're composing this message, for example, we just start typing in the body here. If we want to save it as a draft, all you need to do is slide down on the message to get rid of it. Now, that draft is saved, although you can't see it anymore, and you'll be able to access it the next time you create a new email. So let's tap on that. Now you notice in the upper left-hand corner we have our Drafts button here, and there's our Mail Pilot Review draft. We can just tap on that, and now we can continue writing that same email. So I like that feature of being able to access drafts in that way. Let's slide our inbox down, and let's take a look at some of the settings inside Mail Pilot 2. Now, if you like to customize your apps, you'll be happy to know that you can do that with Mail Pilot 2. I've got it set right now on the green theme, but you can change that at any time to pick from different themes that the developers have implemented here in the app. The white one is also nice, so I'll switch over to that, and now you can see we've got a nice white interface. Now, Mail Pilot 2 was not designed to send you notifications, push notifications, but instead it can run in the background and send fetch notifications. That means it'll watch your behavior as you use Mail Pilot 2 and determine when the best time is to fetch incoming messages. I prefer push notifications, but it is nice not to be distracted throughout the day with a constant barrage of email notifications coming through your iPhone or your iPad. So that's our review of Mail Pilot 2. If you're looking for an app to organize and approach your email as if they were tasks that need to be completed, Mail Pilot 2 might be right up your alley. This has been AppChasers.com.